Hello and welcome to the catch-up section of the session. I've just setting that going. You can see some of what we've done this session. We have ripped, well, we did the grass fields and we got the grass off of it and we stuck the grass in a new self-sufficiency, because if this is going to be our main end, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell the self-sufficiency from down that end, but I'm going to sort of in the background move things from that one to this one, which we could get workers to do it the production way. In fact, can I do that? Move the production from one production to another as... Can I do that? I mean, is it easy? I would imagine it's easier to do call for those products in this one. Really? Would be a nicer way to do it without any skullduggery. So if we call this one... Yeah, but you can't... I think that's what I'm trying to say. You can't call for... Silage is the end product, so that's what I'm saying. I'm going to like secretly shift the stuff from that one to this one, which we placed this session, which is why our money's down again. It had gone up a little bit through a bit of buying and selling up to the month of April, but not a lot. And we bought a few bits and bobs up that we put that into like a bale configuration, stuck that on it, brought it up. And after all that, we didn't use it because that field's a bit bumpy, so we use a 12 metre, which is a good job we got that one. I bought a few bits and bobs up here and the stone picker, and then next session this is going to like... In fact, actually, it's a sensible person would be setting this going, but I'm going to let the stone picker go around at least one single time. So we should set this course up whilst we are chatting. Yeah, and then... Yeah, it does seem to... I think I figured this out now. So field work settings, we go 4.4 metre, 4 headlands, go back to the map. Make sure that it's not got it selected anymore, it's lost it. So now we'll just go generate based upon my things, and it should work it out for us. It's 4.4 meters, which I thought it's probably a 4.5, but we'll go with courseplay. We will save 4.4 meters. I think we'd already got this ready with grass, so literally we want it on first. And we will let that whilst, yeah, just do that while we're chatting about what else we did. We sold a bit of honey, quite a bit of honey actually. The most of that we'd got, it's about 10 grand's worth, and then obviously we've got a few tick-ups. Going through the few months that we did, we've been deliberating on whether or not we do the shed. Yeah, there's a few nice sheds. The only thing I don't like about this is the door placement. To get inside, it really is quite awkward, so just save it first in case I'm not happy with this. A sensible person will do that, but you've got to remember that we're also working, so that's got to be taken into consideration. So hopefully, let's look at sheds first. I'm sure there's a nice... Yeah, because that's not a bad share. Yeah, but we go back into that person's field, and I don't think they'd be very happy with that, really. There is a couple of really nice ones. I think it's this set here. Nope. Yes. Yeah, it's more open. That's what I'm thinking. The bays are readily accessible. I'm not sure it's too big, though. It's a very narrow little shed. Very narrow. We're also going to need to... Unfortunately, we've just put diesel in that as well. Ah. Oh, we did actually get our fuel back. Right, now then, this is going to be a bit interesting, isn't it? Because I don't... Yeah, it is. It's definitely leveled, though. That's the good news. So we must sort of own the rights to do this up to that point, I would have thought. That's just... We want one with a back. There's another one with a back, I think, as well. Slightly dearer, but it's... In this instance, it would want a back. God, I hope there's a bit of, like... Yeah, that's what I was worried about, is the land is not owned by you. Malarkey. We need to go as back. I think we're probably best to do this. There's not an easy way to do this, is there, really? Yeah, we need to have it in B mode. But which is not... Yeah, so there is a bit of leeway. to that point there. Alright, try to twist it very... It's as good as it gets, so if it goes on the road badly, scuppered. I think we can probably get away with that. It's cost us a bit, but can we... No, we can't get a second one in. That's a bit of a shame, because it really should work when you look at it. We're not taking any liberties either. Somehow, yeah, this is always the discrepancy, isn't it, really, with these type of things. That's definitely too big. Is the Emitana what? Again, it's not back. Oh, it is backed. No, it is actually. That's where you're wrong. Oh, okay. So it's a bit unfair. No, it's not. Oh, come on. That's not fair. Oh, well, it looks like we're having a bit of like... There's probably more room in that shed than there was in the other. It's wider as well, so you can't have it all. So, but we are going to have to, like, fix a little one there. And a little tiny bit there, and a little tiny bit there. I know it's cost us, I know, I'm fully aware of this fact. Let's go a bit at the back. I usually forget about that. Okay, I think that's reasonable. Looks a little bit more on that little... Just there. Yeah, it's a bit bumpy. It's going in. But I would say... Oh, still a bit back. It's amazing when your angle's more down to earth. So we've got a bit of a concrete slab going on here. We could put our repair points in that here, but I'm going to put, for realism, even though we can't really afford it, we're going to stick some fencing down because you would, wouldn't you, really? Or is there any hedges yet? Bushes, but that's different to hedges. I could have sworn. Is it with trees? No, it'd be one of the first things to be seen, wouldn't it? I'm sure that there was placeable hedges. I thought there was. Why can I not? It's not letting me... Oh, it is. Right, okay, let's try that again. It's not very big. But I do want something like an impenetrable, or I suppose we could go a... Is there any Calmsden? Yeah, we've not got any Calmsden-like brick, have we? It's a shame, really. Got something similar. Let's try and stay in... What brick is sort of highly British, really? Gordon Bennett's a little bit expensive. Okay, let's demolish. Oh, H. Wow, that's a bit tight. Oh, come on. That's really a bit... We're going to have to really... What? Okay. Sort of a bit of blending going on here, I think. Right, smashing. It's sort of... It's a step in the right direction, definitely. So, yeah, we've got that down and a bit... and a shed. Let's fix... Yeah, it's still... There's a hovering leg there, and let's just fix this properly. So if a job's worth doing, it's worth doing well. As that old saying goes. It's very true. There's bits that you can't see from this angle, which I'm like having to guess at. Okay, let's imagine maybe a bit there. I'm trying to imagine like down at ground level. If I do a bit of softening to make that into normal, it's going to go. Can we level it? That. And then like I don't think that's too bad. Cost me a bit more than I would have liked, but... And then if we just take it a bit further, did this on Hutan Pantai, and then you soften further out, you just to like lose it, because if you do it near the legs, it's a... and now a little bit of smallest soften you can do, just to feather the edges. Be very careful not to grab that leg. The amount of times I've done this and done the leg goes. That's not too terrible. And it's got a bit of a nice gradual bevel into it. And we've got a finished... Just like to put a bush in that corner because you can sort of see the fact that... yeah, it's another little tree, I think. No, it's not really to... It's another one of those. No, it's not a bush or something, I think. Yeah, something like... You can't see... The only thing about these is you can't really see. Ah, fantastic. I just wish it'd show you, like they do with the preview on the thing. So, yeah, we've also put the shed down, and we've lost our tank of fuel, but we can buy some. Well, yeah, I'm not going to, because it does cost you a lot more than buying the tanks. We've got that. We've got another tree down there to disguise that back corner, which you can sort of see a little bit. So we're almost ready for animals, but we keep spending the money on other things. We should get some back from the other self-sufficiency when I move this stuff across. Now the storage is created. But I believe we wanted to set the... Yeah, I'm going to do this off camera, as in the... No, I'll do it next... Yeah, we'll do it next session, I think. Set you going, though. And... Oh. Ah, it's because I detached, I'm going to say. Where's my mouse gone? Oh, my mouse has gone. Does this every now and again. Could be a bit of a glitch with Courseplay. Let's just press the del go, and then it should release the mouse as part of the... Because the action that Courseplay do with that is what releases your mouse onto the screen, because you can't normally do that. It gains focus. So we go, and then it all goes and disappears again. Smashing. See how the stone picker's doing. Yeah, so we did in this session, we did all of this field, got the grass, stuck it in this one. We did our honey. We did a bit of buying and selling at the beginning, and the only bit of equipment we've got down there is the that, as in like that kind of equipment. We've still got a few bits and bobs like the roller and things like that over there too, but that's the only like last vehicle we've got over that end. Everything else is now on this end, ready for us to have this as a center of our universe. So yeah, so you've seen everything else really. I've sort of tried to... I'd always try if possible to keep the putting of things down. Now then, there is one important job to do. That is to put down our sign. Yeah, so like I think we're going to put it here where this grass verges. So it sheds, and we shall see. I don't want to take up any room that's wasted. That's not bad. I'm happy with that now. Let's do a tiny bit of painting now. I had to use asphalt. I tried to do concrete pebbles. It didn't know what I was on about. Yeah, I literally looked at how it's spelt, and it didn't seem to go for it. It just went for dirt, left it on dirt. So there we are. We've moved. I shall delete the other one. This is where this is the center of our universe on the map now. And so we sort of almost looped back to where we were before, but we did it start from scratch. Yeah, I'm not going to do everything exactly the same. We're going to be, yeah, we've obviously got field 10, which we didn't have before. We're probably, yeah, while we're chatting, I'm probably going to aim for... I was thinking of field 17, but it seems so close, but there's no easy way into field 17. I can't just like go up there. There's a river, a brook, and it's very lumpy, and I'd have to make a land bridge or I suppose it'd be something interesting to do. 20? That's just visit. Just, I've never considered. Is there a way for us to, like, bridge this? I mean, Oxygen Dale's got that wall as well. It'd be a bit sort of. What about Field 21 if you was going to do that? It's a very reasonable price field. I mean, this, if anything, if there was, I mean, Field 17's the one straight over there. Is there an easy way for us to build a bridge or have some piping put into the water and we can, like, literally build over it? Which I've done that a few times on a few Let's Plays. Is there an easy way into Field 17? Can we build a bit of land up? Is there enough of a headland on this side? There is. We could probably do that. It would be interesting to go for something a little bit different and do something a little bit different to what everybody else does. I think that's probably a possibility. So we would have to buy Field 21, which we've not done on any of the Let's Plays in. I did on one, but I'm not sure. It was a long time ago on FS22, but we're not really doing it for the same purposes. We're trying to stay original, that our things are unique, so we could buy that field and we might. Oh, we put the brick down and we'll just have it as a bit of a yard for storing awkward equipment, I think. Now this is probably, yeah, needs liming as well and rolling. Yeah, so we are going to need to bring the roller across too, which of course we are. So it's one of those things, isn't it? Yeah, so I think that's everything. Yeah, we've like moved the sign. So this is the centre of our universe. I just wanted that always as a property, especially within Start From Scratch. It's a bit of a reminder that we have got a home. Yeah, so that's going to be a thing on future Let's Plays. Rip the road up a little. Made a bit of a mess. And that bit there. Let's just soften the edge a little. Yeah, it's not as bad as you thought, actually. I'm pleased with that because it was a right mess. It was digging a hole in the ground about 6 foot down, and it's about as it should be now, which it's a nice sense of accomplishment when you build something and it actually does it as you wanted it to do it. So we've got that shed up. First, we might place some. They're quite nice, deep, but not too terribly large. I mean, there's also the Amatanas, which I very, very much love. So we could do one down here. But I've also got productions, but we could also. Yeah, I'm trying to think because this is well, there's a space there really over there now that our production could go. There's sort of down the side of there. If we're not going to do sheds down here, we can do our productions along here. We're not going to go mad with productions, and they are quite a nice shape. That's the cylindrical ones. That'll be the two workers. Oh, it's not actually. What are you blocked by? In what universe were you blocked by? What is what I would like to know. I can't see any blocking going on here. I can just see someone who's not a very good driver and is like, yeah, moaning about something. Right, I've got grass. Yeah, a bit more. Got that corner right. Talking about bad drivers. Pride comes before a fall. Let's set you going, and let's just get that a little bit done, and then we should set this worker. Hopefully we should get another one from the agency that's not too silly. Say about there. Should be about right. Fantastic. What the stone picker doing? It's not doing badly. Another few minutes and this will be finished. Yeah, so, anyway, it's time for me to say those words. I hope you enjoy the rest of the session. That's it, really. Yeah, there was nothing else to say, so, yeah. It is amazing. When you've done something for years, I always still want to say, when I do mic test, I'm always like saying, hello and welcome. It's true. Obviously now, I don't do that at the beginning because I do it at the end. Whoa. Personal space, mate. Personal space. That is. I know it's a nice telehandler, but there's no need to like brush past my nose. Right. Yeah. I was just quickly looking at our cash is like literally plummeted. We're in the month of March, but we're sort of in a unique place because we've done all of the work we need to do on our new fields. We've obviously got most of our equipment is down here. Will need in a session or two to make the mass exodus. Now, I believe, actually, thinking about it, isn't that grass? I do like the way I can visit that. It's amazing. You can on Omatanas as well, but I think it's April. Yeah, I think this will be slightly longer in April. It may not have been cut at all, in which case it might not care at all about... just got to get it a little bit righter. Yeah, it's... yeah, I think it will be tomorrow morning. So if we just go straight through, we've done all of the selling, I think we had. Yeah, that's... I'm happy to miss out on that. It's not a massive amount of... right, let's go through. No, it's 8 o'clock. It is 8. Yeah, so we need to keep... I've just been checking. Yeah, let me show you, though. That's the most important thing. No point in inviting people in. Now, obviously, I've mucked around with the recipes on this quite a lot, but obviously, that it's just the XML in the background. So now we see what it actually does. So we've got 104 tons of grass. Hay... That worked as well. That is actually doing the hay conversion. So, well, that's the point. Yeah, because we're literally doing hay, grass to hay. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes in the morning. Silage is going up, and obviously, yeah, we're going to hopefully get some TMR. We've got the straw bales. Yeah, we did. We stuck it in. So we could actually also do TMR. I'd like to see it in the morning because we've not got any cows yet, so it's not like a mad rush. Also, just trying to think time saving stock check. Just so as we can all see honey. Now, honey that's not bad at all. And that is like top price, and it's right now. So I think before we do anything, let's go and grab the telehandler and let's do a little bit of buying and selling. I would say is probably in order. Where is our telehandler? I think it's as is that one. Oh, no. That's just want to enter the vehicle. Fantastic, we get to use this beautiful bit of kit. Excellent. Do we need to... I don't, for how far away it is. I have mucked around with a lot. I've done my farm sign, and it's now level. It doesn't dig a massive hole out on the ground. And, oh, we might need to, yeah... Now, I have mucked around with this, but the one that I put the wrong one down because of looks. But I've now mucked around with all of them, and I'm happy for them to stay as they actually are now. So we need to go to... I'm going to give myself the cash back because we did already put these down. And it is the self-marketing. And it should say self-marketing on the actual top now. So if we do that, put that there. And it's sort of like... I like it because it's where it should be. There's a bit of like... grass growing there. Oh no, that's how we found that last time, didn't we? It wouldn't let us do it. Yeah, painting. It looks a little bit odd. Yeah, I was trying to muck around with this earlier for the sign. Oh, you can't actually do it. Oxygen David said no. Right, okay, I'm happy. It is what it is. That's simple as. Yeah, it should have the fill planes visible now, and it's there's I've marked them differently. I've got the self-marketing as self-marketing, and I've got the map sale point as a map sale point, as you'd expect. So it now looks better. Now the farm sign should... Yeah, we actually altered this so it'll obey how we did it. If we placed it down again, which we will, because it's only 7, we're not too terribly upset about that. But of course it is, yeah, I know it's a bit annoying in a way because... we unlevel the ground. Let's put it down first and just see what we... Oh my life. Oh, service shed. So if we stick that there, it should. 105. Let's level it first. Yeah. It's going to cost us a fortune, even though we shouldn't really have to do this. Oh, okay. Let's go the level from there. Level's alright, but... costing us a fortune, this is, just to put a sign down. Right, okay, let's try that again, shall we? Sign. Go. That's better, yes. Much, much better. Yeah, so I also had my clear area a little wrong. I've adjusted that last, and that's now absolutely spot on. Brilliant, I'm quite happy with that. I don't know if I've put it... No, it wasn't somewhere it was before, and there was a massive mound before, so it were a little bit better. And what we'll do is we shall push these together. Yeah, I must have another go at the beehives. I've been busy with all the things, lots of things, so... Alright, fantastic. Yeah, I was just sort of thinking of things to say then. Yeah, I'm not sure how the impact of like doing the modding is having on my regular viewers, which is really, those are the ones that I'm really worried about, because obviously I've done things a certain way and then all of a sudden I've gone into modding. Well, obviously you're going to bring that into the game, but if people don't particularly like that, then all of a sudden you're going to like lose your regulars. But I suppose the bottom line is, if you, I don't want that, but what I mean is I can't pretend that I'm not modding now. I can't sort of like go back to how I was before. So I think in a change like this, there's always going to be that inevitable loss of certain people, which is, it's horrible because I would never. But you've done what you've done, and it really is. I think you get, no, you can only get 2 at a time. Okay, we'll do like 4, and then like 4 again. Oh, if we can go without disturbing everything. I thought with collisions off I'd be alright with that. Then it looks a bit hard when you're carrying these because they jostle against each other like they're invisibly bounded. Ooh, and they also don't particularly like the jostling either. Yes, I've been busy. I've like got that. I'm happy to leave the farmer's kiosk alone because I think I've done enough that it's mine now, and mine actually works and Giants doesn't. So as far as I'm concerned, I think, yeah, I've fixed something that Giants broke, and I've also recoloured it, and you've got all the field planes working, and I've also put my own touch on as well. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, we've done all that we need to do, and it's a shame about us having to. I would have kept that field as well. It's just that we couldn't afford that, and that one's obviously there's a lot of things with that other land that's really suitable for us. And it's also down at the Calmsden end, which is actually not called Calmsden anymore. It's Oakbridge Farm. But yeah, you know what I mean. It's not. That's going to take some getting used to, that one. When you've had the name of a farm as Calmsden for I think actually, if I remember what Scruff said, that is its proper name as well. So Oxygen David's just being accurate. Come on, settle down. Behave. They don't like being like... It's weird how they sometimes settle down though, and other times they'll just get worse. The trick here is to keep them as low as possible. If you go higher and they go mad, you're going to be like thrown across the map. All they are. Having argued with them a lot, I sort of know roughly what I can get away with. But even then, it can surprise you sometimes. You think you've got it all figured out, and then like one time it'll just go nuts and throw you and whatever you're carrying all over the map. So let's grab these last little bits. We're only well out of this. I mean, they are. It is. I keep having to remind myself there are 4 of them. Yeah, it's not like just one. I mean, one big one. This is 4 big ones, so may as well do a clean sweep. It's regathering. This is turning out to be a very good business. I would like to do a Let's Play where we actually do horticulture, like greenhouses more than like agriculture. I just think it'd make for an interesting thing, and like that go into. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's enough. I might bring them in as well. I just don't know that it's people are going to be suitably. So we're up to 99,000. Still not enough really for to actually do anything. That is about right as well. Oh, it is actually slightly wrong, the angle. I need to alter the angle a little on the sign on both of them then, because they're both identical. So I mean the actual signs, not the actual what it says on the signs. But yeah, the placement of the signs is the same. Alright, so we want to go through. Yeah, I've got the bread all as well. I hope we get the thing for that. The the trailer bit. I do, very much so. Right, I'm not starting anyone's engines. You know, this is a little bit lax. I was going to do some modding. It's Sunday and I've been earmarking. But I've got to be honest, I did such a lot of modding yesterday that I thought, oh, I just want to gab a bit of a game. I would just like to, like, create some content. So here I am. Yeah, I'm going to do that later. Ooh. Gonna do that later. That was a bit messy, but then that's again. I mean, yeah, I feel tired a little. I must admit, and yeah, strangely enough, for once I had a really good night's sleep. I think it's the catching up of all of the nights you didn't have. That's the thing. So let's go through till tomorrow. What we've got to look for is we've only got obviously a wheat field and a canola field, which they're both very similar. Both in harvest July, and I think they're almost similar. It's canola slightly... No, same. So we're looking for July. So we've actually got a bit of a free run to see if we can like buy and sell. If there's anything on the market, you can't do it if there isn't anything on the market. So let's go through. We haven't got any animals yet. We have got an animal enclosure. We have not got any animals as of yet. This will be the last little splurge before we get the animals and settle down to normal farm life where you're feeding your animals every day. So I thought it seems better to like just go through the months and like, oh, they're pretty enough. Is it the one by, is this the new one with a proper 3-point link? Or is this the Giant's horrible one without a 3? It's the Giant's horrible one without a 3-point link, but it will sell for a packet. Yeah, I'm not going to push my... now, this is a good one. Yeah, I actually quite like this one. Mind you, that'd be 90 grand. They are... Ooh, okay. I don't actually, you're right. Yeah, you... Let's get this sold then. Keep forgetting, I was thinking we'd got the, like, 300 grand, but I'd say we really did sort of spend a fortune. No, we've done the honey, so that should be going. That's interesting. How much honey do we get in a day? That's interesting. Nearly 3,000 litres. Have I gone a bit mad with that, do you think? It is 4, so that would be 750 litres for one, big one as well. So I'm not sure that that's so terrible. I think that's not terrible, but I always like your opinions, to be honest. I really do, because you can be a little too generous and you can have little blind spots yourself when you're... Let's buy that too. Now we can afford it. Right, let's grab you. One of our John Deeres. It's very nice. I do like this. Yeah, this is taking shape now. Our equipment's rounding out a little bit. I mean, we'd already got the roller and everything. So, and with a big plough, and we have got the horsepower to actually do it. So, now we're shifting back sort of down that way roughly. That's not what you need it. Right. So then, sell you, yes. Fantastic. So made a few quid. It's not going to make us rich, but that's not too bad. Now, April, oh, we've got the grass to cut. You're forgetting. I'm actually right. Did we say we were going to buy a front mower? We did. It seems highly appropriate that we buy a front mower, really, or else. Right. So let's grab a mower, and we may as well match it. We may as well have. There's not a lot in it. Well, we'll have a look. Have I gone past? No, there isn't. There's not a special one, is there? They're all the same as well. Oh, okay. We've got 500 difference, but you know, I think all things considered, I'm prepared. I know everybody else cares about this, but if I've got to buy a new mower, then I would obviously. I think you'd have to be a bit of a, unless it was something like the Class Disco where it's 7,000 and like, then obviously in that case I really wouldn't care particularly. Right? We ought to use it. Follow me a little, really. We need a low loader though, don't we? I think we could probably rejig this this one here. That all of the team are right down the... Yeah, we need to grab someone from the team. And we need to grab, say, you. And let's tell you to come down here. Do it at the entrance. I always find if you don't... Let's grab a couple. Yeah, we need the baler anyway, so let's do that. Oh, that's a point. We're doing that, selling that in July. I think I'm pulling against the John Deere, so I think he's going to struggle a bit to like move that mountain into. So let's help him. Right, okay, so we stick that's on the front. And in fact, the other one. Oh, yeah, but I've not got many fronts. Oh, I have there. No, yeah, that's true. I've got more that we need to do. Let's. Now he's got the baler, so I'm happy to leave him. He can follow in a minute, and we'll. Yeah, I wouldn't normally show this. I'd just like secretly whisper around, but I thought it's like the victual up, isn't it? Really, you know, where you're going from one place. I mean, we're not moving from this place. This is not the main sort of scope anymore. So let's grab. No, I think we're gonna grab. Yeah, some of this I will whisk, especially the one thing I've started to put change my collisions on my. Productions so that I've created a cube, a sphere, a cylinder, in fact, that's the same size as the body of the productions, and I'm sticking that in. We've got it on ours. It's just one of the first I did. I'm not sure I've done the self-sufficiency. I think I've done it the production for the farm and the pusher, as I call it, the production silo. I've done it on those two as testing earlier, but I'm going to like whiz through the entire set of ones to actually do that. So let's get this done. And we want to change we do want to repair you as well. We also want to configure you to be like a bale trailer. We do indeed. Yes, I'd like to change your colours, but yeah, we'll do that. It's not important at the minute, so we might sort of be able to half put that giant plough on the back of that. It's gonna be. I mean, that's why I don't like trailers with the back where the wings go up the ramps that you're going to use, because you like block things like this, and I use more things like this than that's the best angle you can get from it. Yeah, always the second click. What is it about this? What's wrong with the first click? Oh yeah, this is going to be hilarious. I think we're better to reverse under it more than anything. it's a swivel axle. Mr. Smith, seriously, you're going to consider reversing on a swivel axle? All my life, what is happening to the telehandler? It's like, I suppose the physics would if such jostling occurred, which they really shouldn't, but if they did. Right, okay, let's just try and grab this in a better spot, because that's just not happy, because we're sort of going through it. No, it's not. Not too far. Oh, no, we're not. No, it has got it. It has got it. Right, so if we like lean it over the green fronty thing. Very technical, Mr. Smith. Very technical. Right, okay, now if we, in that position, grab it with straps, like so, we should then be able to let go of our straps as long as we don't strap the telehandler, because if we get too close, we strap that too. Oh, come on, I'm a mile away. I say, I should have strapped them at that point. I think that is, yeah, no, I'm happy with you. Can you turn? Oh, it's a bit tight. Okay, so that's two. The other one's got the baler, right? So let's go down. The main job of all is, now we can windrow. We need to grab the, yeah, it's only the windrower, the mower, and the baler. So let's, for my Virgin, yeah, this is the very first time I've actually used Follow Me in FS25. I was going to say 22 then. Now, can I remember the actual... I can remember. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Will you actually do anything, though? Now, we've also got that poor Massey that's got that massive load. Now then, that's the point. We want to keep that down here because he's got to sell in July. And, oh, I think he's... I hate this. Yeah, it's doing exactly what I thought it would do when they're waiting with collisions. Yeah, they give up straight away. I also got to remember we don't own this road anymore. As in, like, yeah, it's other people are on this road and they will probably be not. Right, so let's go grab him again and see if this time... It's weird when they get the knickers in a twist. And, I mean, come on. Bad driving. Bad driving. So we're looking for July, but yeah, I think we'll be cutting the grass this time. I don't think we will be doing anything else other than that. I think what we ought to do really is send this one ahead. And remember that we do need to change to windrow. We don't want to be like swath mode. Oh, yeah. I know what I mean. So you go and hope that we're fortunate. You don't bump into the two mad drivers that are actually around. So if we tell you to go on that road there, and then we'll grab you. We're still looking for a harvester, and we've spent the harvester money. Of course we have. Of course we have. We spent it on getting some cows, another business. So sometimes you've got to speculate to accumulate, really. It's just one of those things. Right, like, can you, this time, follow that? Oh, I hope that you collisions, you know, seriously, right now, got to keep our eyes peeled for the speedy drivers that are like, well, is it? Yeah, I mean, on English roads, this is I've always thought it's nuts. Oh, my life, we are... Oh, he's met... Oh, God, and Bennett. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, my driver number 1 is met head on. And our driver is not, like, yielding, so we've got to take over. And, of course, we're going to, like, yield and go to the hedge rather a lot. Is that enough? We can't go any further. Better be enough. Right, now, the good news is, now that you've gone... We should get a couple of minutes between... That's slightly off the edge of that, so we want to grab you again, enter vehicle. Oh, come on, lads and lasses. Seriously. And okay, well, you asked for it. If you scratch the side of your car, it's your own silly fault for insisting on staying in the middle. And I think our work is probably... Oh, no, they're still coming. Excellent. Yeah, so we might finally get to use this monster plough, which I'm quite looking forward to. I've not used it in FS25 yet. Yeah, the modding's coming on. I mean, not my modding, as in modding in sort of general. There's a lot. But, yeah, me and James Gaming had a bit of a chat a while back about this. There's obviously... a lot of mods that really don't add much to the game, and I suppose it's Giants have just got to like look and think, well, you've put this mod in, and if it's the 695th 3-meter plough, well, it's your plough, so we're going to treat this with the respect it's due, and we'll put it, you know, like literally do it. But as for whether it's a good idea, then obviously Giants have probably got their own opinion on that as well, because obviously I don't know that it necessarily is a good thing, really, is it? Thank you very much, young lady. That was a very good drive. You and your services, we do need to put some... we're a little bit mucky. Yeah, if we're coming down this end as our main area, which obviously we are, then this is the main farmyard, really, is where the cows are, really. And we've got some sheds over there. I'm not sure if we'll swap those sheds. I like them, but they're not easy to get into. Right, swath that we need to go into. Yeah, we need to open these up. Let's see if I can actually remember the actual command. Let's see, is... How is it? I'm not sure I can. It's... Oh, okay, I can. Right, excellent. I'll just check that that's right, because I don't necessarily... Swath dropping. It's the right one. Yeah, it's swath dropping. It's the right one, isn't it? Right, so this is one we need to, like, run the field the old traditional way, which is we have to press del, and then we need to, like, go record. There's a record button somewhere. Oh, it's because we've got equipment on. No, you just do that. No, you don't. You do... No. I think we need to let go of our equipment. It's sort of confused. Yeah, we just need to, like... It thinks we're, like, ready to... That's what you've got to think in the mind of Courseplay, which is... might even change the icon. No, it's not. Now, we might need to, like, recall this. As in, like, start again, because it might... no, we do own the land, Courseplay, so we should really be able to, like... Sure I'm right in just doing this. I've done this before. What am I doing? I'm sure you should get a recording icon. What is that? Ah, is that it? That's it. Right, smashing. Excellent. So we go along the edge. We're going to do the maximum that we can. So it's the only bad thing I find about this. It's a right weird view. But I know why Courseplay have done it. It's the best view that you could possibly... But you don't get very much of a like, look ahead of you. But it's just about right. It really is the best. I'm not the Courseplay team know what they're doing. And this really is, all things considered, probably the best view. But it's not the view that I would choose. But then I would choose the wrong view. Yeah, so let's go around the edge of this. Give ourselves quite a bit of... I don't want to be tangling with any hedges or any... Because I've done this a lot of times where you go a little bit too... Where you're trying to get a little bit too much of your field and bang. Oh, yeah, the workers will clock into the... And then you'll regret and you've got to tweak your course. So I always find best thing is to try to get it right in the first place, really. Learn your lessons from the mistakes you made. Now we're going to be a while now. This is interesting. I've got to keep my eye on to see. And this is what I was saying. It's a big field. We could have done this as the farmyard, as I said, but really we're missing a trick with the grass because it is a big field. Way too much. So really, we bought 2 fields for the price of 1. So we've just... Okay, this is interesting. Yeah, that's probably about right. And we're going to, like, meet that head on. About there. Excellent. Yeah, the CP3 will do nicely. It's a bit of a mouthful, but let's have a go. And let's set this going straight away. Make sure that I think I've got it right. Swath mode. I think is it swath mode and swath dropping? Yeah, it's not exactly. It doesn't shriek to me that. I would have thought it would have been windrow mode, really, but hey, what do I know? I'm just like a normal. Oh no, gotta get used to pressing this del. Now we want to, like, make a course in our new fields, and we want to choose said fields. Ooh, according to that, we're going over the white line, which we're not. So we want to... We've never used this piece of equipment, so none of Headlands 4, what tools, we don't want any around corners, and that, to me, is about right. Okay, you've forgotten. I don't get that. We'd already selected the field, so you've obviously got to do it in a specific way. Right, okay, we'll have to learn a lesson then on that one. So this is field 10 grass. So we're going to call, create new folder, 10 grass. And in 10 grass, we need to save the course, which I believe is a 10 meter. Having had this before, I believe it is. Oh, it's not, it's a 9.4. Ah. Yeah, but Courseplay will have done the course right, so it doesn't say, it ignores what I say anyway. So if we just go to first waypoint and go, We should watch with bated breath to make sure I've got this. Huh? We just... You know, let's have a look. Let's see what you see. You know, you're right. It's just you'd like doing weird things. Let's just get rid of that. I don't know, what a bad driver. Young lady, driving on the edge of a canola field like that is just not acceptable. Thank you. Good job you've got that superpower of being a ghost. That looks good to me. It does. Right, excellent. Let's get some work done. It's still doing these weird glitchy bits, and you are the one we want. Right, so I'm going to go straight into a time lapse. We've got a lot of work to do. Here's me. I was hoping to get all the way through to... Now then, I think we will have. Just making sure that this is the right... Yeah, we are max size still. Right, let's get cracking. I'm going to... oh, we need to grab the Anderson. So let's grab the little Massey, who is already down there. Actually, do we grab the Fent? Because we do need a tractor down here, really, for, like, in the future. Oh, the Fent's down here already. Oh, we're going to have to borrow the Massey then. Got to. Let's just let that. And we will... Now then, we'll also see how we're doing on the, yeah, oh, okay, block by not, seriously? Oh, I obviously didn't create my core. Oh, no, it does that weird thing where it still uses basic, always uses basic worker sort of moves, doesn't it really? So, right, we may as well take a front box as well. Because we are going to need them. I suppose we're going to need one down here. We could leave the normal and do the bread all down the other end. We've got two then, so we could leave this and this down here for this end. So anything I hate about having a split farm, but in the end we're going to like move closer to... Will we relinquish this? No, I know it's a trouble, isn't it? We could, I suppose, move the farm side down to that end. It does make sense. I keep saying this about Oakbridge, aka Calmsden. That really Calmsden is down the other end. It really is. Going through the village and all that, you miss all of that if you're away from it. So, yeah, we will probably move the signpost. But we obviously still have got our wheat. I might actually just treat it as another fit, but it's just the wandering around. Oh, that's true. I've got the Fent as well. Can the Fent take this? And are we going to tangle with... Let's have a go. Let's see if we can get away with it. Let's just see. Can we set your destination? Will you get away with it? We like do that like that. Let's just grab you, and then we are going to go into that time lapse. So I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and girls. Oh yeah, I was saying one. Let's not just. Yeah, basically, I think this end is it sort of feels a bit weird because I'm sort of back on the old stomping ground where I was before. But then that is my life. I thought you'd figured that one out. Oh no, that could be the other one. I think it's just going around in circles, like going, oh my life, let's try this again. Oh no, I'm banging into the hedge. I'm blocked by an object, and then it does it all over again, I think. Because you should be a lot further down this course than you are. Oh, you... Young lady, I'm not impressed. Rolling over my canola field, and now you can't even figure out how to like use a piece of equipment. I didn't ask you for round corners. Perhaps I should have done. Okay, so let's just start you on your path straight away. Oh, those cars are a menace. Right, then let's do this. Nearest and go. let's go and rescue our blocked object that got nearly into the village. Oh, nothing at all like that. It just can't drive in a straight line. Right, well, it got us halfway there anyway, so I'm going to say my words. Yeah, it is true. I think I covered all that I wanted. There was just really, this is, oh, wow, we only just beat that car. Yeah, I think this is the Calmsden end, really, near the houses and where the village is. Without that, it's just not Oakbridge Farm, really. So we're in the heart of the village, and what is going to be our farmyard is here, right in the middle. We may use that bit where this, I think it is an oak, this oak tree is as well. Might try and squeeze in something there. We are going to need, like, yeah, that's not a bad place for a, because that's the edge of the field, so. Oh, yeah. I thought you were going to moan that I was in your way. That was going to say I can't get any further to the left. Right, let's get this done. Let's get this job done. So I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Just thinking to the next the next job. I did say we are going to rip this field up. I don't think the big one's suitable because of the curvaceousness of the field. I think the 12 meters probably going to be more effective on this kind of field. So I'm going to still set that one going. I'm not going mad or anything, forgetting I've got it. It's just that it's, yeah, if you look at the brow of the hill and all that type of stuff, 12 meters is going to avoid that kind of problem. Whereas the big plough, as much as I brought it across, it's not really going to play nicely really with the land itself. So yeah, I'm not sure what to do about obviously this is now going to be the center of the universe for us on this map. So I'm like, well, what do I do? Like, where got to make the most use of this little bit of land here, which is why I'm wondering about the sheds. I don't think there's anything quite in yet that's like suitable for that. Let's have a look. I know we're not going to get anything back for it, and that means that's the trouble though. At the minute, we've not really got the cash to do anything like that. I think we've just got to make use of what we've got at the minute, right, straight away, and we'll, yeah. So we need that. John D with the plough on first. We should want to set you going. We will unstrap you, whether you fall off or not. We're not bothered. We're not. Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't. Well, you said you weren't bothered. It's no good being bothered now. It's oh no, it has. It's gone the right way. I thought he'd unceremoniously dumped himself the wrong way. It's not a terribly far fall. It wouldn't really damage the equipment to allow create fields. We need to grab those last couple of bales up. Or we could, I think, if this does it in the right way, actually set this going whilst we grab those last few bales off and clear off out the road. I think there's one down there. It will drag it. It's not the end of the world really for this type of thing. So then, let's set. Oh, we want. Yeah, I'm doing it again. I'm going out into my old. It's amazing how habits. I said this to my boss. He likes total control, real sort of control. I mean, when I was younger, I did sort of like try to be a bit like that myself. But right, we've got the white lines. So generate based upon. Yeah, I think 3. I don't think you're going to manage. Let's go back to that. It seems to want to view this. Still white. Generate course. It's almost like you've got to be in this. Even though it gives you the option in the other sort of thing, this is definitely the. Right, that's. Now, I hope you're not going to go over the edge. It looks like it is. So let's just save course. We're in the right one. 12 meters. Let's just make sure that you are actually going to rip too much of the road up or anything silly. You shouldn't really. Yeah, no, that's about spot on. Fantastic. Let's put that in the way before you like nobblers. Yeah, I don't know if anybody or not everybody would understand that. Yeah, what I mean by that, it's yeah, it's one of my favourite sayings. Defeat you is the proper way to sort of like, yeah, it'll derail you is another good one, I think. It's going to grab that bale and drag it down until the end of the... Oh, no, it's not. It's going to rob... Yeah, we're going to need to fix that. So, hey, I think this is the last bale, actually. Not bad. Not bad. Obviously, this is unfertilised, just a total normal, like, grass field. So we will rectify that. We want to grab the... Yeah, I think we'll go and grab the... this is probably one of those jobs I am going to do off camera. You know, like the sowing of the grass field. It's just... It's pretty boring to watch. It's... have we got the fertiliser section on that? Cedar. I think we have. Yeah, so I didn't get anywhere. Well, as I can always say this about the farm really dictates. I do think we ought to shift the centre of our universe up this end. I do. I think if we're going to use self-sufficiency, yeah, because we're going to be running down there all the time. I think what we'll do is a bit of a sort of trick. I think what we're going to stick one down. Need that area there. We don't need that corner there. It's a bit of a wasted corner. We do need to turn around though. Yeah, we do actually. That is true. I mean, I wasn't trying to avoid this area, but it didn't work out right, did it? So let's just see what can we get away. I love these concrete pebbles. I do very much. Let's just remember you've not got much money. So yeah, I think with that corner, I think we could probably put a self-sufficiency down there. Let's just make that look a bit more like it was meant to be like that. Can we afford it? We've got to. Yeah, and then, well, we'll get some money back for the original. So we want a self-sufficiency, which is 27,000. Is right there. So I think if we do that in B mode, we should really... If we sort of put that... It wouldn't matter if it does slightly go over the... yeah, we're not going to take any real liberties at that. I don't think. We shall see if I'm right. No, not really. I think... Do we put... Now this, I'm going to state it really... No, I suppose if we are going to do anything, no, you've got to do it either trees or... What's that? I think that will actually do. I do. I think that covers that visual blip quite nicely. So we'll start to shift our self-sufficiency. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start the storage off by sticking this in, and then I'm going to move all of our in the XML from one to the other. I mean, don't get me wrong. We could... Oh, the grate. I need to do the grate. It's like... It's not great, is it? Haha. Well, you've got to try sometimes. Even I do love humour. I'm just no good at it. But even I gotta. That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah. So if we stick this in, we'll grab all of the digest state and all of that type of stuff. We might need to start this storage off because again, this is where it goes wrong and says expected value nil. Yeah. If you do this. Yeah, I also go far enough back, or else it's not gonna. Yeah, I'm interested in seeing that. This should devour 27,000 litres a second, so it should really keep up with a nice one. That did work very nicely. Yeah, excellent. Right, so we could stick this sort of like right down here. There are certain implements like this that don't really lend themselves. I suppose, yeah, sheds. We could probably put my like favourite design one because that doesn't take up a lot of room. This corner's not a bad place to be. We'll worry about that though. It's cash more than anything at present. So, right. So what we've done that. So we've stuck that in. So that's created the storage on our new self-sufficiency. So it should now have storage been created by the game. It doesn't like it if you manually do something when it knows there's no storage been created already. In other words, we've now put grass in that, so that now knows and it's like got storage. So we will like grab everything out of this one and we'll stick it in this one, and then we're going to sell the first one because if anything, we wish to swap that for a I mean, again, I do sort of think it sort of suits us to pull out of that field because it's just so far, and it's a shame because actually, in a way, I really love being down there, but it is something struck a chord in me that I said not when I was doing the original one. It was bereft with so many problems that I just thought we've just got to start again, and also love the start from scratch. We were almost back to where we were before, so it's not. Yeah, I mean, the bees, do we move the bees? Put production site and still keep the field? I think we can. A lot of farms have to go down to a field. I think we'll keep it. Yeah, we will, because it's like, don't look a gift horse in the mouth saying, isn't it, really? We you know, that's, just say our little, yeah, well, it's nearly done. Right, and we need to grab, you will do nicely. Drop. But now we are just going to do the dropping in the place, the messy thing that Chad so hates. Apologies, Chad. Not heard from Chad from a while, though. I think he may be Chad sort of, I don't know, Chad doesn't always chat, so, okay, but I don't expect anybody to, like, yeah, I think I probably pull his teeth a little bit with being a bit messy. I'm a little bit of a terror. I do try. It just doesn't naturally bother me like it does a lot of people. That kind of, look, I've never met anything coming, so I think it's a loop that just goes one single way. There's no traffic. We've never met anything coming this way. We've only ever met it going that way. Oxygen David thought it'd make it interesting. I always liked the fact there was no traffic on this road. It's added to the piece. Then now there's maniacs loose on the map. Yeah, the drivers are a bit maniacs, aren't they, really? So, yeah, I thought, in my mind, that coming into the session, I did the same on Rizu Forest. I thought, oh, we'll just have a really nice session and we'll go just through the winter. It'll be really nice and pleasant. So I do like that one. And this one was the same. I thought, all we've got to do is go to harvest. Really? What about, like, all the work we've just done that you'd sort of forgotten about? And that's the point, isn't it? As you sort of come on the map, if you're a virtual farmer and the farm talks to you, it like literally, I don't mean that literally, like I'm not talking about a disembodied voice, I'm just saying you should be listening to what your farm's saying, which is like, what jobs have I got to do? And, oh no, has this got a trail edge? I don't think it has. Could sort of take two things with one, but I don't know. That's a bit, yeah, so we might move that now that we've actually placed it, all that cast we did. We're taking my least favourite windrower as well, but yeah, you can't. No, I think I literally left it up in this underbrush here. Oh, maybe not. Where did we stick it then? Ah, down there. Excellent. Yeah, I do sort of think. Oh, mind you, yeah, we've got no reason now. The GTA's probably, we've got a telehandler, so we want this on grass, and we want to grab a little bit of fertilizer as we're passing. We may as well, haven't we, really? Where's it not? Yeah, there's quite a lot down here, actually. We ought to be thinking about grabbing this, because we'll be like using, yeah, we need to grab, mind you, we're going to still need bits and bobs down this end, really, thinking about it. If we are using this as a field, we're going to need bits of fertilizer, so we're still going to keep our like storage silo with bits and bobs like seeds and that. Ooh, we're going to have to like go heavily to the left. I did think that very first session that I was being a bit silly placing on the road. Yeah, I was very silly, but I think I can change it. I think I can delete that. We could actually be very clever and move the honey point right over the other side of the map. It does let you do that, so why not? Now then, we are risking death, and this is not an easy implement to actually hide in the hedgerow, so fantastic. Oh, we also need the stone picker, unless we're going to want stones. I've thought about that. I think this is next session's worry. I think what I'll do is I'll grab the stone picker and I'll set that going with the standard worker. I hope that we don't meet the two maniacs who drive in a continuous loop around the village to cause mayhem. We'll have to dart into a field, I think, if we meet them. Let's have a look. Are we going to be fortunate or not? It looks like we are. So then, yeah, we need to grab that. So I think it's probably is a good time, a good place for a natural end of the session caused by a job that needs to be done a little bit differently. So at least we're getting equipment's beginning to come down this end, and we will need to put a shed down. There are a couple of nice sheds now, actually, that are very reasonable. So we might actually get rid of that shed, really, I think. So this is ready to rumble. Oh, okay. Oh, you said you finished the job. I don't think you've quite finished that job. There's two places where we need to... no. That's it. We need to fix that where the bale did that hiccup. And there's a bit at the bottom end that somehow he didn't miss. But the field's not bad. It's got a nice headland at the bottom. It's still got a bit of grass at the edge for the road. That was my biggest fear. Sometimes they don't half like take liberties and like rip into the road and you think, oh, you're not. Yeah, it should not have done that, but it hasn't, thankfully. Got a bit of grass as well. Just a bit of grass. So should just there we go. One. Fantastic. And we shall set. Yeah, that's. I think we should say my goodbyes. I do. And I shall set the stone picker going, and I shall do my hello and all of that malarkey. Yeah, we should do a catch-up session on what we did and all the rest of it. So, yeah, for all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.